Hello again. Welcome back to another StarCastTV cast. Seriosity here, and this is game 2 between Snow and Light in a best of 3. Light won that game 1 very decisively on Optimizer, and here we are, game 2 on Shakuras Temple. Another one of the new maps. I guess the most unique feature is all the ramps on this map. There's ramps everywhere, different high grounds, and then natural. Pretty normal natural. We do have this one extra patch that's reduced. 2020, very cute. And let's just go talk about the players. We have Snow in the top right and Light in the bottom right. Last game we saw Snow go for that 12 next, and I think it worked out very well for him, but just a tough spawn for him on Optimizer vertically. Again, Snow. Maybe this is stubborn, but he's gonna go for that 12 Nexus again. And Light making that barracks near his ramp. Nice SimCity with the depot there. And it is vertical spawns. Let's see if Snow does that same maneuver. 9 SCVs on minerals, and again we're scouting. And Snow's going for that Nexus. Slight difference here. Last game it was 13 Nexus, this time it's 12. And Light is gonna scout him immediately this time. That gateway going up for Snow. And Light does have that immediate scout. Let's see what his follow-up is going to be. So he's going to get another depot immediately. Wants us to non-stop produce Marines here, I think. One difference here in this Nexus first variation is that Snow is actually getting a pylon here, not a second gateway. This will allow him to make probes consistently. And you have the one Marine there to shoot away. Probe doesn't see the command center, so Light doesn't give away his build. But with that command center now, we're not going to see a Marine bunker rush right away. And there's that second pylon on. This is a key difference here. That Snow's economy is actually going to be a lot better this game, but he's going to be at risk to a bunker rush. And here comes the bunker rush. Here we go. Command center is still being made. It's not super all in. Terran does have to follow up. And there's the SCV. He wants to make that bunker. How many Marines do we have on the way? Looks like we only have one. Here we go. Zella is out. Marines turning that probe. And here comes the SCV to support the Marines. Buggy's at 100 HP. Marines have to stay alive till that bunker finishes. With the SCVs, the Marines can engage one Zealot. Normally 2 Marines can't do much, but with the SCV support, they really do help out. And now the probes are being targeted. Once that Zealot goes down, it's very hard for Protoss to defend. More probes being killed. You can see he's not making any Dragoons, no Cybernetics Core, because he knows it's a Rax. Rax looks to spend follow-up. There's not going to be any vulture pressure here. And looks like the probes managed to get a good surround on the Marines. Only one Marine gets in that bunker. Bunker is already at low health. SCVs do help out a ton. You can see they were able to kill that Zealot. Probes coming in to snipe the SCVs, and the Zealot can target the bunker. 2 more Marines arrive. Even though I think Snow is going to hold, this is a ton of economic damage he's already suffered. He's just targeting the probes, trying to get as much damage done as possible to the economy of Snow. And finally the bunker goes down. But you see that was a very committed attack by Light. He did lose a significant number of workers as well. But he should be fine. He already has that command center established. Both players with the economy going to go up. Snow will have that faster attack. You can see he was forced to pull off gas there because during that attack he never took SCVs off gas, so now he has this gas surplus. He wants to saturate his mineral lines fully, and then he'll go back on gas. Doesn't really need any more gas. Light with enough to get that factory finally. And there we have the core just finishing up for Snow. Robo instantly from Snow. And there's a June being made. Nice wall there from Light. So we're gonna have a second factory being made. And there's the SCV scout from Light trying to get into Snow's main, but Snow smartly blocking that ramp, doesn't want to reveal this fast robo, of course. You can see both players just building out their economies. Light slightly ahead. There's that academy because he's completely in the dark. And there's that Dragoon range only after robo, and now Snow is finally mining gas again. SCV retreating, trying to check that third base. And the Dragoon trying to zone out that SCV in the meantime. Academy, Armory, follow up from Light. Gonna prioritize upgrades. And is that shuttle being made for Snow? When the shuttle is about to finish, we should see speed as well this game. Dragoon out, but look how late this range is. Not going to be able to pressure that bunker at all. I wonder if that will be a tell. Although because of the early game wonkiness, all the timings are a little bit off. Is he trying to get that scout in? At least saw there was no third nexus right away. And we have one tank with siege mode and immediately followed up by 2 Goliaths. So I don't know if this is because it's Snow or just the normal follow-up. Pylon here blocking the third nexus, third command center, and also getting some scouting information, some vision out on the map. Second gateway for Snow and the observatory. We have those early game zealots, so we didn't have to make any more now, and that'll help with this Reaver harassment. There's the third nexus for Snow. And the Goliath's already preparing for that incoming shuttle. Four Goliaths. Will two-shot a shuttle, so Snow has to be careful. Range is not quite done. This is one of the longest researching upgrades in the game. And the shuttle is deflected. Without speed now, the shuttle won't be able to harass much. And there's the third command center. We'll float over an eBay as well. 4 factories. We will have good defense against this. He's going to have 3 tanks and 4 lives with the Marines. He should be able to set up this third base, but you can see the pathing, how hard it is to actually set up this third base on this map. It's not like Fighting Spirits where your bases, your natural and your third are very easily connected. He does have to go up a ramp. And then this is just very far away by land. Whereas the shuttle can dive between these 2 bases very quickly. So we have some turrets being made by Light. Barracks also helps with spotting. And more turrets being added. Snow sees that third command center, so he's going to set up for another Nexus. Already has 4 gateways. Citadel, Forge on the way. Snow really just wants to slow down that third command center from Terran as long as possible. Nice scan there from Light on the high ground. Sees these units coming, gets that first round of shots off. A little bit risky there with that shuttle maneuver, but the Dragoons are able to get up on the tanks, even though he loses the Reaver and that shuttle. So he's able to clean up a significant number of tanks. Unfortunately, he loses everything, and he's no longer going to be able to deny third from this third base. Terran from this third base. And looks like we're going to have an Arbiter follow-up here. Citadel done. He gets Archives and Stargate at the same time. And now Light can finally securely saturate the space while Snow sets up another Nexus. +1 almost done for Light. Second armory on the way. Starport already done. You can see he's getting that facility. Still only on the 4 factories as he's teching up quickly. Some cannons to defend this very far base. Basically, Snow is going to want to take as many bases as he can before Light can push out with that 2-1 timing. And he's taking the bases very, very far away from Light. Not going to take these bases. Very easily pushed and killed. Want to hang out on the edges of the map in PvT. Once that Arbiter Tribunal is done, we should see Snow shoot up in tech, in gateway counts, I mean, once his tech is already established. And here we go, more gateways being added by Snow. And Light should be doing something similar. Still only on the 4 factories. And there's 2-1 upgrading their gas as well. Oh, cool, these gases aren't full gases, only 3,500. And we have a 4 vulture drop. 1 vulture gets left just to snipe off that probe that was there. Cannon already in the main for Snow, but doesn't really cover the entire mineral line. Snow pulling the probes. Once again on top of these vultures, kill them as quickly as possible. Vulture's very fragile, only 80 HP, no armor. So very nice drop defense. Manages to get a few probes, but losing that dropship. It's like the vulture harass that went to 12 o'clock was deflected. Only 1 cannon there, but vultures can't get behind these pylons. Hitting that bunker so his units can move more freely out of his base, and he did shoot up in factories. You can see he's on 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 factories, 9th on the way. Where the first game really pivoted is once it turned into a multitasking war. Light really outshone Snow. There's that first Arbiter on the way. And he is getting stasis zealot speed as well. You really delay zealot speed in PvT until only after your first Arbiter upgrade, really. You really need that gas elsewhere. And here we have Snow, gonna establish that 5th base. And 5 base Terran, 5 base Protoss is enough to combat a 3 base Terran. If Snow were going carriers, the situation would be a little bit differently. But Arbiters, you really need to max up. You really need the spells and the large gateway count to remax quickly. Nice mines there, hitting some of the zealots. Good vulture maneuvering by Light. It's hurting Snow's economy. Protoss really wants to be around 60 to 65 probes, depending on how many bases. So all these probe losses that Snow has incurred are actually doing damage. It'll also mean that when Light does max out, he's going to have more tanks in his army composition. Floating off that factory that was kind of blocking. Anti-recall defense from Light now. And there's that 4th command center. Where will he take it from? Here we have Snow adding gateways at the top left, and this is basically the next stage of the game in PvT. Once Protoss can establish another main, another gateway farm, he starts to feel a little bit more comfortable. Second Forge being added, and let's look at the upgrades. Snow's on 1 attack, +2 on the way, and Light's on 2-1 with 3-2 on the way. Snow is getting recall and Storm. Storm will help a ton against very well upgraded Terran units. You do need some kind of splash stacks to kill the army. Like moving out with about 2 control groups of vultures, laying mines to trap these dragoons, but here comes the Zod from Snow. gonna be very hard for Light to push. You can see he always has to go up a ramp, and this does usually help Terran. It means Protoss will be clumped up, but Snow can get a decent arc here. When he really needs a Storm at this moment, you can see how Terran units will naturally clump up trying to break out. But he also has Stasis, and the 5th Nexus is established. Nice Reaver here. Just being annoying, really gonna be hard for Terran to take another base. Good Stasis there on some of the back tanks, just slowing down Light. Looks like there was a D-Matrix on a unit that died instantly. And again, the command center is now actually under threat. Dragoons are here. Where is he gonna be able to retreat? This is a large number of Dragoons. He will be able to target down this command center. It does allow Light to get out on the map and lay out some mines, and the mines will cut off reinforcing units from Snow and also give him some breathing room. These are very well upgraded vultures, but it looks like they're just gonna run by. Only 2 cannons in the main. And this is the kind of damage that Light needs to get done. Some more economic damage on Snow. And pulling Snow's unit back from this forward position will allow him to establish this 4th base and get a better position out on the map. Only 45 probes for Snow. He will have to remake them soon. Light's main is mining out. His natural will soon mine out. So it's up to 3 arbiters. Looks like there's a pylon here that's going to be targeted down, but these Dragoons will pop out just before. And here we have Light moving out again. Decent Stasis gets on the vessels, but now with the Zealots mostly gone, I think Snow's going to be forced to retreat. His reinforcing army is only Dragoons, and there's pure tanks here, so tanks against Dragoons, very good for Terran. We do have this Reaver here with some Zealots. Again, the shuttle doesn't have speed, so it's going to be very hard for him to get much done with this, but you can see he did slow down the space. He wants to come in and harass the 3rd, but 3 turrets here. Snow really needs to make some probes. Looks like he's neglected that in favor of getting just a larger max army when he's about ready to engage Light here. Light's pushing out. Gotta be careful. His tanks are in siege. There's no mines in front. He scans the army. There's an arbiter here flanking on the left side. It will be able to use 2 stasis. These tanks are very clumped up and they're unsupported. The vultures are on the right side. Snow's just coming in with Dragoon Zealots. And here come the arbiters. 2 stasis already used. 3rd arbiter ready to use another stasis. Storm even on 3 tanks and the vultures. And looks like Snow is breaking through. 5 tanks left. Like unorganized there for that attack, and Snow was able to pounce on his army. D-Matrix used, but all the tanks get cleaned up, and look at the supply difference, and the army difference is actually larger. You can subtract 24 from Light supply, and that's how much he has in army compared to Snow. 4th base is now undefended, and look at Snow's reinforcements coming across the map. Light only with 3 tanks. Another stasis there. These 7 tanks are gonna break out of stasis. Actually, it's 9 tanks, but just gonna get cleaned up immediately by these Zealots. Very nice reinforcement from Snow. Very good arbiter usage. 4th base breaks, and Snow wins game 2. So we're at 1-1. Very well executed attack by Snow, and we're gonna go into that 3rd game.